between Jane the Virgin, I'm shooting my documentary series called My Last Days. It's an inspirational look at life told by individuals who have a terminal illness. And we travel the country and we find these incredible souls who are just living, not like they're dying because they are, but they're just living, I think, a way that we all should be living. We create these special moments and we learn from them. And it's been one of the most amazing experiences of my life. And it airs on the CW, which is exciting. And it'll air in the summer. My company, Wayfair, we create what we call disruptively inspirational content. And so we spend our life trying to create this, what we call chocolate-covered broccoli. It's like good for you, but it's dipped in chocolate so that we all have fun watching it. So what made me decide to do My Last Days was, I grew up in the Baha'i faith. There's a lot of conversation about life after death and why we're here and what our purpose is. And there was a quote from Baha'u'llah. He said, "I've made death the messenger of joy for thee. Wherefore dost thou grieve?" And I was like, how can death be joyful? And I realized the only way death could ever be joyful is if you spend your life thinking about it and trying to prepare for it, right? It's like a vacation. You don't just, if a vacation just, you have to plan for a vacation. You have to plan for a trip, and then it's a joyful trip. And then the only way you can really be joyful in that process is if you're doing things that make your life meaningful, if you're living like you're dying, if you're using your time wisely. And I realized, looking around everyone I knew and myself, that I was not thinking that I was mortal. I was just enjoying my life and not thinking about how this would end one day. So if I spent 6 hours literally doing nothing or on the internet, it would make no difference to me. But if I flash forward to the end of my life and I think about how I spent my time, I would wish I had those 6 hours back. So I wanted to find a way to inspire people and kind of shock them into realizing that, like, the time you have now is valuable. It is important, it is special, it is not to be taken for granted. And the way I thought of doing that was to showcase and highlight individuals who don't have that much time left and see how they're living their life. Because we hear all the time, you have to live like you're dying. But how do you do that really? And the only way I could figure that out was to show people that were. Because they all wish the same. They all wish they had as much time maybe as everyone in this room. We don't know how much time we have left. But we assume that we have 80 years. We don't know. But they wish they did. So the time they spend is like, they crunch so much into a day, and they're all focused on one thing, which is making other people happy. So I thought, well, if we can show that, if we can find a way to capture that and document that and inspire people to live that way, then maybe we'll be making the world a better place.